like you're one of the most aggressive with hecklers I've ever seen. Like people think I take the piss out of the crowd and that, but if anyone's ever seen anyone heckle you, you go hard.
I don't go hard immediately.
No, but you like,
and I don't mind a heckle. If you heckle me and it's a good back and forth, boss. If you heckle me and I put you in your place, boss. Because if anything, it sets, and I'm not trying to encourage heckling anyone who comes to Hot Water. As a general thing, let the comedians do the thing. We're better if we're just left to do what we want to do. Yeah. The compare's there for crowd work. But I don't mind getting the odd heckle. Like one heckle or two in a 20-minute set, I can deal with that. When the same guy is trying to be funny again and again and again, and it's always the fucking same type of person, and it's all... December's the worst for it. It's notorious. We talk about this in comedy all the time. December at comedy clubs is largely group bookings. Throughout the year, there's a lot of couples in, isn't there? Because it's a coupley thing to do. We'll go to the comedy club on Saturday night. In December, it's works parties. There's 27 people booked in. 22 of them don't give a fuck about comedy. They just want to go on the night out and spend the boss's money. So they're not there for the comedy. But even when the group is involved and they're like, oh, I'm enjoying this, there's one dickhead who's normally the funny guy in the office, and he's not anymore. There's someone being paid to do what his entire personality is, and they can't handle it. So they have to try and join in, and then they realise that they're not as funny as they think they are, and they're like, no, that was just a bad joke. I've got another one. And then they'll go for another one, and they look like even more of a dickhead. And I can't handle that. I can handle that, but because you just leave them to hang themselves. Yeah. What I get really aggressive with is people talking amongst themselves. Because I just think it's the rudest fucking thing in the world. Not for me, for the audience. If you're sat in an audience going, so, well, we'll go to Tesco after this and we'll get a bottle of wine and we'll go back to yours and then we'll go to fucking... If you're doing that in the middle of a show, you're an absolute cock-juggling thunder cunt. and I will tell you that you are. And what I like doing, because especially if you're having a good gig and the rest of the room hates the people ruining the show by talking or consistently heckling shite, you can really, really be honourable. Yeah. You can character assassinate them. You can, from top to toe, like, take apart everything they're wearing. You can speculate on what their childhood was like. You can you can talk about what their parents might have done to them or not done to them or whatever. And the audience are on your side. And you just get to be the biggest twat in the world and watch this person who thought they were being funny or thought they had the right to be an arsehole just slowly shrink into their chair until a doorman comes over, taps them on the shoulder and fucks them off. And then the room cheers and you get to carry on with your show. If anything, I actually love it. Like, it's rude, but I love being given that license by a fucking arsehole who's just like, now, what, I've paid me fucking 12 quid, I'm allowed to talk? What, you can't talk at a comedy club? Why can't you talk? Why are you allowed to talk? Why are you allowed to talk if I'm not allowed to talk? Can you tell it's always fucking women? Let's say this on the record. The worst possible group booking in comedy is a group of female teachers.
I think, teachers or nurses.
Yeah, teachers, and I think I've figured out what it is. Teachers spend all week with a room full of people who won't be told to shut up. And then they turn up here and they go, my turn!
Yeah. It's anyone who has to take shit off people all the time.
Yeah.
Just loses the shit. Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah.